We do have a talented artist. Thank you for that, Justin. If you're looking at your screen right now, you may have seen some of these visuals around Michigan. This one that we're looking at right here is actually right in Lansing. And the next one that we're looking at is a beautiful mural that we're seeing in Grand Rapids. And if you look at this next one that we have, I absolutely love this one's my favorite right here. It's actually a mural at Michigan State University. But as much as we love and we see these art exhibits everywhere, we're not always familiar with the people behind the work. And today, that's why we've brought in Mila Lynn. Her studio is called Mind of Mila. But Mila, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
We're so excited to have you on here. And before we dive into the beautiful pieces that are right here, what made you want to be a visual artist?
I don't think that it was ever like something that I wanted to do. It's something that I need to do. It's how I express myself. It's how I understand what goes on around me. So this has been my way to interpret the world. And now I just do it for other people as well as myself.
That's awesome. And I like how you said it's how you interpret the world. So what's your creative process like before you get, before you take out a canvas and you get your paintbrushes ready? What's that process like for you?
So a lot of times I sketch. That's how I started drawing, as I had a sketchbook, and I mean, those are filled up. So a lot of my paintings, you'll see like little pencil drawings that I'll post to my stories sometimes. But then I usually just dive into the painting because I get so excited from the sketches, or I'll post them and see what, people are feeling, and then I go with that.
That's awesome. That's great. So it's a big collaborative process that you have. So can you tell me what that's like? Because you have work that's in Grand Rapids, you have work that's in Lansing, all over Michigan. But do people approach you? Do you come up with an idea and you go to them? What does that collaboration look like?
Yeah, so it's actually both. So I think starting out, a lot of times I was pitching ideas to people. Like my very first art show, I was broke. I had just moved from Miami, and I was like, okay, I don't have any money, but I want to start my career. And so I was like, okay, let me pitch an idea to somebody and have them sponsor the show. So that I approached somebody. But a lot of times now I get commission requests, or like the mural in Grand Rapids, they had seen my work through another gallery there, and they reached out to me, the group that organized that. So
that's amazing. Well, that's so much, but you have brought so much here with us.
We need to start talking about this.
Can you tell us a little bit about this painting that you have right here?
So this is actually a current work in progress. I am starting to develop a show of my own where it's going to be a mix between collage and oil painting. So I originally learned color theory with oils, but I just did my first portrait, which was one of the pictures that you guys had shown. And this is going to be my second portrait I've ever done in oil paint, which for a lot of people can be a little bit more difficult because the drying time is different.
Right. And then of course too, you have some apparel here, and I know you guys can't, you can see them at home, but if you feel them, you can feel the paint. So tell us a little bit about what these are.
Yeah, so this has been the second year that I collabed with Moneyball Sportswear, which is also a local athletic wear line. And we did a special release, I think this year, of like 17 hoodies. And we have a couple of splatter hoodies left. So I thought I would bring them in because it's a lot of fun to get emotions out.
Right.
This is amazing. I love that. I love the colors too.
Yes.
Now, this one that you brought in was my favorite. I saw this. I want to make sure you guys at home are able to see this amazing painting. Can you tell me who this is and what inspired this?
So this is Trayvon Martin. I painted this as part of my Black is King collection. This was painted in 2021, February. And I wanted to bring this in today because his birthday was on the 5th of February, but his anniversary of his passing was on the 26th last week. And I think that a lot of times between him and Malcolm X, those are my two favorites from the collection. But the pictures that we're seeing of them are like always villainized, or they're, depicted in such a different way, from like realizing this was a 17-year-old boy. And this was in 2012. I was 17 at the time as well, so very much so could have been one of my friends, could have been my brother. So I wanted to paint something that emulated him as somebody's child rather than like the poster child for a hugely traumatic event. So, and he's the King of Hearts because I feel like if he would have been given a little bit more love, he would have survived,
Oh my gosh, I love that. And I love you. So this is just one piece that you have from a full collection as well, right?
Yep, exactly.
That's amazing. Well, Mila, if people want to commission you for your work, or they want to see more of your work, where can they go to do that?
Yeah, so you can check out any of my social media, which is Mind of Mila, or my website is mindofmila.com, and you're welcome to reach out to me through direct message or email. However,
that's how we found you. So
that's
incredible. So the power of social media, and obviously the power of all your work. So thank you so much for stopping in and sharing just a piece of all of that you do.
The amazing work it is that you do. So thank you so much.